Hi, AT from CNC at Home. I have another business card case that I want to engrave on, and I was just going to do the light burn process and show you how that's done. I'm starting with my template, and this template is basically 92 millimeters by 55 millimeters, and this is a good approximation of the case size. All I'm going to do then is put some text on there. So I'll go into text and select the kind of text that I want. And I'm debating on either using the Old English or a script. The Old English will probably work well. Let's just see what that looks like. Of course, 25 millimeters is going to be too high, so we'll shrink that down. Definitely too big, so let's shrink that maybe a little bit there. That should work well. And I'm going to do it kind of up in this upper left corner like I did for the business card cases I did for Buck Frenzy. I need to clean this layer up because we don't need all of these extra layers. That was from some testing that I did. And we don't do a fill on this one. We're going to do line on it. And we'll come down to my library and see if I can find my masking tape. There it is. Masking tape, no thickness. Cutting through the masking tape will assign that to this layer. And I want to ensure that this is going to cut through, and the masking tape that I have is blue. Maybe I'll go get, I have some different colored masking tape. I'll go grab the green masking tape for this. I am going to slow this down just a little bit to ensure that I get through. Okay. And this is a little bit of a complex design, so I will have some pieces to pull out once the template is burned through the masking tape. Essentially, the masking tape will sit right in this area, and the laser then will burn through the masking tape to form the letters. Then I'll just come in and remove these pieces carefully so I leave parts behind that need to be left behind. And then I'll spray paint it. I found that worked the best. So I will do the spray painting, let that dry, maybe put a clear coat finish on top of that. Once that's done, the case will be done. So this is easy to do. I'm going to try a different font though as well. So let me go ahead and select this again. Oops, get this. And I'm going to see what it looks like with the script font. That looks nice, but it's not going to translate nicely. So let's go back to the Old English font. This is nice big letters and it should work well. I'm thinking we can go a little bit bigger maybe. Bigger's better, right? And so we'll just take that and I'm going to press the Shift key, select my template, and then come up here and tell it that I want to align the object horizontally. No, that's not what I want. I want the vertical axis. I need to remember. I always get these backwards. Vertical axis, the left and right. That looks good. We'll just do a quick preview. Preview says this will take about 7.5 minutes to burn, which is isn't too bad. All right. The next step is to grab the case and put the masking tape on it. Once that's done, then we can start the burn. Remember to click that thumbs up if you like this video. Here we have the business card case with a piece of masking tape on it. This isn't the newest masking tape around, unfortunately, so it doesn't stick quite as well as I would have liked. So that's one of the issues. Also, the burning speed was 80, and it should have been 800. I didn't catch that. So there was quite a bit of cleanup that I had to do. You can still see some black here. I went in with some liquid cleaner and got that cleaned up before I did the painting, and then got the whole thing masked off. So here you can see it's cleaned up fairly well, and then we'll get this into the paint booth and get that sprayed black. Simple as that. One pass will do it. So it didn't turn out as well as I would have liked. The clear coating that I put on there, the nozzle was bad, so I had some chunks on there. Oh well. Another piece to this project is to burn a business card. I'm going to use one of the aluminum business card blanks that I have. And the one that I'm going to use is kind of the pinkish color. So we'll set the burn parameters once we get some text on here. So I'm going to just plop that on here. We're going to go with just a real basic, easy to read Arial black. Nice big one. And this one, I think we can go ahead and do it quite a bit larger. This is simply going to say, I can spell, going to say widow. We'll get that centered. There it goes. If you get close to the center of another object, it'll kind of snap into place. So we can see that this is a little big, so I'm going to shrink it up. And then drag that back over. Okay, that's going to fit nicely. We'll go ahead and leave that size. Pretty straightforward, not a whole lot to do there. I will go ahead and get this burn parameter set. I don't know why it keeps saving this. It does. We'll get that corrected one of these days. It'll stop doing that. I'm going to burn this at 1500 millimeters per minute at 80% power. And I'm going to burn this at a 90-degree angle. Okay, there we go. So we've got that updated. That looks good. So we'll go ahead and save that. And we'll take this over to the laser and burn it as well. We'll get this formatted. It's going to need to be a couple different sizes. The first one's going to be big, so we'll get rule number 1. Get that up here. Yeah, it's going to be a little too big, so we'll just shrink that down. And I'll hit Shift. Select the template, and we'll get that centered that way. Okay, then the next one, put that down here. It's definitely going to need to be smaller. So let's go about half that. That's probably going to need to be smaller than that too. It'll have to be a little bit smaller. Oh, there we go. Again, hit the Shift key, select the template, and align that horizontally. That was pretty close. So rule number 1, if I don't know the answer, don't ask. So we'll get that. We'll do that on one of the sides. I'm going to change the wording on the front too, just a little bit. So anyway, let's go ahead and save this. On this card, I'm going to just add a little more text to it. You know what? I think I'll do this in all caps, so that'll be funny. Since it's the word little. Put that up near the top. Shift select the template and align that. Okay. And just have the word card down here at the bottom. Be about there. That aligned. So this is the Little Widow card. I'm going to do another card here. And we can go with a bigger text. Oh, that might be too big. It can be bigger. Okay. And again, we'll get that up about this height. Shift select the template, center it horizontally. Then a little bit more text down here. It'll need to be smaller. That should fit. Shift select. Enter. Okay, that's good. Oops. Don't want to move the whole thing. I just want to move this up a little bit. Move that down a little bit. Quite so much. I'm using the control key and the arrow keys to do smaller movements. If I don't hold the control key, it moves a large amount. Holding the control key moves smaller amounts. Just a handy keyboard shortcut. Okay, we'll go ahead and save this one, and we'll burn a few of these. Let's head on over to the laser and do that now. We'll be using the new Air Assist on this particular burn. We'll do a frame, make sure that the card is positioned well, and then start the burn. That turned out nicely. Let's get another blank in place and burn another one of the cards. And here's the last one. Again, we'll do a frame to make sure that it's in place, and then we'll start the burn. After a little washing, these cards turned out really nicely. It was the business card case that I had the issues with, the wrong burn parameter and the old masking tape and the clogged nozzle on that clear polyurethane. But here we have rule number 1. If I don't know the answer, don't ask. Give this video a thumbs up, and if you like the content of our videos, think about subscribing. Enjoy doing your CNC at home projects.